Okay, starting with an icebreaker. Never ever have I in-law edition. Tell me I look beautiful now. I feel like I look
I look
beautiful.
handsome.
Oh, yeah. So never ever have I. So if you have, you are going to smile. If you have not, you are going to keep a straight face and we can talk about it. So I'll go first. Never have I ever been offended by my in-laws. Even you are laughing for me.
Laughing for you, I'm laughing for myself.
Okay, you're laughing for yourself. I'm the one answering the question now. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna ask
Do
you
you want
to
to talk about it? No, maybe not yet. So let's just keep it at that. Number 2, never have I ever reported my partner to my in-law. Never have I ever reported my partner to my in-law. So say me now, report you to your parents or your elder siblings or whatsoever. Have you responded? Straight face. Never. I haven't. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Keoluwatobi here again, and I am with my husband. Today we are doing something that a lot of ladies run away from, the in-law edition, especially in marriage. A lot of ladies, a lot of wives run away from talking about their in-law relationship and all of that, especially online, publicly and all that. However, I'm very sure that there are great relationships. There are also some terrible relationships. However, the way it's been fashioned, people don't really talk about these things, like genuine wives, people that they really don't talk about their experience. And today we are just not like we are talking about our in-law experience. Anyways, I have great relationship with my in-laws, but we are going to be answering 5 major questions that I think people in their early years of marriage can also ask themselves sincerely. So I'm starting with my husband, and he's not aware about the questions.
I just hope these questions are questionable.
Are answerable, actually, but of course they are. So but why do people always fear talking about their in-law relationship publicly? And a lot of people talk about it privately, like they talk to their friends, they talk to their
it's culture, actually.
Culture.
It's just culture.
Okay.
They don't want to get misinterpreted.
Right, I get it. Okay, so let's go straight into it. If you are to marry in the next life, would you love to marry into my family?
Yes, I would, sincerely. This is a sincere question.
And that's the thing. We are going to be as honest as possible.
I would joyfully marry into the family, and I would joyfully marry my wife again. This is not because what people say. If you can't over and over, sincere truth, because of whom you are and the family, I would joyfully do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sincerely, I have great in-laws, so I would marry into their family, but it definitely has to be my husband. If it is not my husband, then maybe not. So if I'm marrying my husband again, I would definitely marry.
I would definitely let me try to say it's my husband.
That's my own honest answer now. I cannot marry another person.
Okay, I would definitely marry your
family. I said family.
I would definitely marry into your family if you had one I will marry to. I wouldn't don't relate to be alone.
Okay, that's it. Number 2.
Oh, baby.
Do your in-laws meet your expectations?
Do your in-law meet your expectations? The truth is, I really have expectation from in-laws. Sincerely, I don't think I have one great expectation from in-laws. I don't have expectation. Like, what's the expectation? Do people have expectation?
Me, I had expectation because you gave me expectation.
What expectation?
That time I used to come and say that you're from Dangote.
The funny thing is that is assumption. I never said that from
Actually, that's just aside. But yeah, I had it was not an expectation, Sha.
But the thing is,
I feel like they met my expectations. They are great people, but I wish that they
They carry away. They carry to our
Like
standard.
you carry me to Bahamas, sponsored by my sister-in-law, sponsored by my father-in-law.
Keep praying. We are getting there. My sister.
But
My
that's
sister always say that
that's
don't worry. My sister will always tell you don't worry.
then
My
at
bye,
least
my
you
bye.
should come like now.
Okay.
Baby girl is losing patience. I beg.
But actually, I don't have expectation. Like
No, but
I don't think I have
yeah.
expectation. So my should I say my
But
the kind of mindset I had
mm,
is that this lady, I know you, so
mm-hmm.
I just had this belief that your parents will be good as you. Do you get?
You know,
So
Koko do
and
Koko
so
Ikoko
maybe
fufu must come out from Ikoko fufu. That's
exactly.
Yoruba. That
So but I don't. So I'm not expecting something. So what am I saying, sir? The thing
I
is,
think I get what you're
so
saying,
the thing is,
Sha.
I met you already. So I
Mm.
believe your parents are a replica, or should I say you're a
I'm
replica
a replication of
of
where
your
I came
yeah, where you
from.
came from. So I was not so I believe that if I've seen the lady, okay, maybe because I understand you now. It says that there are some people that they are good naturally. What you
But
can
yeah,
walk up, so
exactly.
their
But
family
their family is
okay,
not.
not
So
okay, okay. I
a
understand.
lot of people are like that. You are
Okay,
a good person,
let me say
but
I met the expectation.
okay.
So I understand you now. So I understand the
Because it's
question.
not every husband or wife that come from that is a good person that
That
actually came
yeah,
from a good home.
I get that question. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would say that the expectation is very good.
Third question. Have any of my siblings offended you and how did you manage the situation? You go first.
Yes, they have offended me, and that's why there's a way I handle situation when it comes to family.
Mm.
Most times I tend not to talk because God really helped me with something. The ability to actually forgive you without you apologize.
Hmm.
Sincerely, I have that. And but one thing I do most times is I distance myself. I do it to family and some of my friends, like very close friends who are turned to family. I put them in that caliber also. So in the sense that I distance myself. You don't see me in your DM. I don't call just for that time to, just to heal myself, just to heal. Maybe if peradventure, maybe we get to talk about it, I might just say it and we might not even talk about it till Jesus comes. Who knows? So I most times the way I handle family most times is I just distance. In fact, my parents too sometimes I just distance. They will not call. We'll continue, I guess.
Well,
But
that's your
the only
style,
person
and
I
I
know,
know you for that, and it works for
actually,
you.
but the only person I know I don't really do that to is my wife because I
You
would
dare not.
I would like to no I would just like to let her understand that okay this thing so that you won't be some other time.
Yeah, because that's what I want to say. Most of the times, those are the problems with in-law matters. We don't like to talk about it. As much as a lot of us are always pained that maybe your in-law offended you, we will not talk about it. And it's the way it's now people paint in-laws in this current generation and all of that. And I feel like most of the times these things can be talked about. I am somebody that thrive a lot on communication. When you do me something, I want to talk about it. But since I got married, to be honest, me myself, I don't talk about it. If any of my in-law does anything, because I feel like that's the culture. The best I do. So how I handle it now, the best I also do is to talk about it with my husband. For my husband, he might not even talk to me about it if it's my siblings. But for me, I will tell him, oh, this and this that so person did, or I didn't like it and all of that. So I would talk to him about it, and some certain extent, over time I will get ill. But I feel like it's not the best approach. I don't know, but I honestly feel like people should be able to talk about it. Adults should be able to have honest conversation, whether as colleagues, as families, as siblings, as in-laws. Because a lot of, and I don't know why we are not really getting that part right in this African society. It now still builds up a lot of things that you now start having. You see generational issues that they keep
Well,
transferring, all because
I
they
think
didn't talk about it.
if somebody will have to transfer that kind of thing to their children, they should
Mm,
try to talk about it.
it
Somebody like me.
happens a lot.
Do you know what funny thing is that I can't even remember maybe if they do it again, I can remember what is shaking in. We've done this thing before. But presently, as I am, like, if you tell me, okay, mention one, I can't, to be sincere. That's the sincere truth. That's why, if you notice, most times when we have a little, a little argument, and you'll be like, I know that you've offended me before, but the truth is that I can't pinpoint or really gather the argument or anything. I try as much as possible to put
Maybe it's
them
a
behind.
strength for men, but women will store that thing. They didn't talk about it with the person in question per se, just to guide their marriage, to guide their this thing, and it builds up a lot of things going on in the future. You see our parents, you don't like it
It's fine.
this way
Anyway,
than
to
here.
anyone.
It's fine. So yeah, you made me lost my line of so I feel, well, I think for me, Sha, I talk about it with my husband. I rant with him a lot. And okay, now another twist to it. For something that really has to be addressed, do you approach it directly with the in-law concerned, or how do you do it? Because it has to be addressed.
Okay, if it's meant to be addressed, I believe, just like I said, culture in the beginning. I said culture. You see, there are ways to say it. Your relationship will really matter. Like, I believe I am of more relationship with your younger brother, in sense that we, permit me to use the word, quote and unquote, we gel in some areas, spirituality and some
We
other
have the
things.
same. We are like minds.
Like minds, exactly. So I can easily approach him. Unlike your other brother, we understand each other very well. That's sincere truth. But the thing is, I will try to
I don't
come
think
from
you even have issues with AY as much
with
as you do with
Femi.
Femi.
And the reason is that because I would like, as much as possible, not to be misinterpreted.
Yeah.
He says that, okay, Pastor, he is not. He knows God, but it's not the
the way they assume that we take things.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I would easily approach Femi directly, unlike your other brother.
But so most of the times the matter will come to me, so I'll be the one to address it with him, and we can do it basketball. It doesn't have to go. We don't have to be spiritual about that. We'll do it the siblings way. So I think most of the times, most of people that have, this is not to say we know how it works in different families and all of that, but there are some matters that it is better, no matter how you think that, hey, I should be able to talk about it. Really, culture is culture. We have to, yeah. So at times there are some situations that my husband have had to be the one. A lot. I'm not sure I have actually had to address any matter that needs to be addressed that has to do with in-laws. I haven't. I've never done that. I would rather just talk to him about it. He would know how to, manage the situation. But for women, we want to, for some persons rather, we want to just, I can talk for myself. Women should be able to do more. Wisdom is profitable to direct.
If you can talk for yourself and you say it properly, that
with wisdom,
it will be best interpreted. Because the truth is, the fear of most people is misinterpretation. This is not what I meant. But in-laws have this quote that,
this is why
you are a wife, husband too, you are husband, I am the in-law. Especially when it comes to elder ones in the in-law part. So
African society, Yorubas. I don't know how it is in other culture, but I know we Yorubas. It's Africa in general.
Should I say Nigeria?
I don't know. So we are not calling out any tradition,
it's just. But the best thing is, try to just manage it the way you deem fit in your
in your family. Yeah, we know the peculiarities of each family. So yeah, you don't allow social media be because most of the issues these days is because social media has projected. I know that there's a lot of talk about it, speak out, narration going out now, but speak out with wisdom, manage it with wisdom. At what point do you think in-laws should be allowed access into a marriage?
Allowed access to a marriage at the point whereby you start beating yourself and you want to die.
Thank you. At the point of abuse, which I don't know why as Christian families or whatever, as Christian families.
Because I don't see any reason why they should. See, the thing is, if you understand the core value before you go into the marriage, I don't think
you should have any
you should
reason
have
to
reason
bring the
to
third parties. But at the point where it has gotten to the stage of abuse, I beg.
I beg, let them come.
Sometimes a lot of things we hear is people already talk about their partner so much to their family, like, so those things already, maybe the parts where you just need to communicate with your husband, because you're already telling your part, I mean your in-laws, and I mean your own family members, you're already creating a friction. So for me, I don't see any reason why third party should come in until it gets to the point of abuse. And mind you, abuse here doesn't have to be when it start eating you or it becomes domestic violence, emotional abuse, verbal abuse, any form of abuse at all.
Financial abuse.
Financial abuse, right?
Yeah.
Because some ladies are financially abused for it.
And
So,
my take is just if you understand each other
and
from
vice
the
versa,
beginning.
it shouldn't be about the lady alone.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be about the lady alone.
When you are sexually abused,
Exactly. Speak out. It doesn't even have to be in-laws that will come in. Just speak out
just
about it. Yeah.
to somebody that will help you, not social media. You don't speak out on social media, please. That's a no-no for me.
Speak out to people that will really
That will
help
help you,
you
not
get help.
social media.
It doesn't
Social
have to
media
be
is not.
social media.
But
Social media
most times
does
social
more
media does not.
damage.
It's not those more damage that
Yeah.
are good.
You should have families. You should have
Mentors. You
pastors.
should have. If you have like minds. The Bible says iron sharpeneth iron. So you should have people like that. Yeah.
That would actually
That will
support
strengthen
you
you.
and strengthen you. Shooting when you have a toddler. Okay, so the last question. Don't laugh.
Yeah.
You know that my dad is late, but if my dad was not late, no, the fact that my dad is late, have you heard the question? Would I have been a better wife if my dad was not late? Yeah, would I have been a better wife?
I don't know because see, one thing is
I'm expecting.
yeah, see, the truth is, the reason why I say I don't know is that the mother who stood in the gap or to that person did a very great job. So it's you that I saw that I got married to. I didn't, it's not my baby, that was, you are the one I saw. So I know there's a good job that was done. A lot of people have both father and mother who cannot raise a very good child.
Yeah.
Do you get? So my concern is you. So the day, that's why I said in the first question, I mean, it was the second question, I said I don't have expectation because what I saw was what I saw outside was what I saw inside. Do you get? So
I'm a reflection of my parents.
exactly. So your father is late, fine, but your mother did a very great job. That we don't even know if your father is late. If you don't tell people your father is late, they won't know your father is late. That's because even the person that stood behind after that, she did a very great job. So if your father was alive, so I don't know. Because you are better.
So I think some people might get the gist. So if you get the gist, please comment below. Yeah, there was something that trended sometimes by somebody that said they wouldn't allow his son get married to somebody who does not have a father. Of course, in his defense, it meant that ladies who doesn't have father figure, in quotes, they are usually badly raised and all that, and it triggered a lot of conversation online. So
I've seen a lot. I know a lot, and I know some who has father. That if not for grace,
I'm telling you.
Yeah, so
and there are some that even have both parents, and really
both parents.
we came to talk about the in-law tag. If you find this interesting, you can also, of course, off camera, ask questions about, like, if you're in your new phase of your marriage, ask questions about your in-laws with your partner. I don't think there's any wrong in that. So yes, yeah, we even do that off camera a lot before we even got to this point. So yes,
just find somebody. My advice basically to old couples, new couples.
You cannot advise old couples. But of course, can learn from anybody.
You can learn from anybody actually. It's just try to talk. Communication is key. That's just it. Just try to
And
talk.
in-law relationship shouldn't be that bad the way society has painted it.
It's not actually bad.
It shouldn't
You know,
be.
so some people just have the wrong mindset into the marriage.
Yeah, I
That's
have great in-law relationship. In fact, I'm a good wife. I can say that for free. And I have good in-laws. Yes. So, and I think
I'm a good husband. I can say that for free. And
really, yeah, and it starts from you. Yes, I know that you cannot always
just erase that mindset. That mindset that there's no good in-law somewhere. You will show your mother. You will show your mother-in-law
mother-in-law, you
shege.
will show shege.
Just erase it first.
Nah.
Erase it. It's of the devil.
It's
I
of the
bind
devil.
and cast it in Jesus' name.
Amen. All right. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this conversation with
I enjoyed it.
this my bride and live forever and ever. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you for
I'll see you
watching.
again. This month, I really want to have people come in and we talk about this in-law relationship. So let's guess who's coming up on the next video. Maybe I have something for you. So yeah, thank you for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Please subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.
Hold on. I let him come.
Yeah, that's it. This line. I think most of the